Good evening, good afternoon, good morning across the globe. Today, we are here in the capital city of Finland, Helsinki. Most of us who have never been to this country, this was once a country of peace. It was a country that negotiated peace after the Second World War and brought about the boundaries that we see today. This is a country that I want to talk about and how Africans have been disadvantaged in Europe because of the European laws and because of malice that has come from our governments in Africa. Before I do that, I want to play this song. I want to play my favorite song, opening the speech. Thank you. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, today, from tomorrow and the entire week and 21 days within up to 21st, the world will witness one of the most terribly investigated cases. A case of bad investigation, corrupt intelligence, corrupt witnesses, corrupt international law. A case that violates. I am not here to say what the judge wants to say. I'm here to analyze the case from the evidence that I've seen, which is public, and both the evidence that have privy to, which is also, because I'm in the technical team of this, I'm not going to be shy. I've been, as an African, called to state my position. I will not go into details of the case because it is before court, but I want to do an analysis of what happened, what is it. First of all, I want to find out, and I have asked, in this summons, there is no government of Nigeria official. The Nigerian government provided fake evidence, corrupt evidence, polluted evidence, doctored evidence, and brought it to this court because they wanted to catch an African whom they hated. This is it. They hated an African who was speaking about human rights. It is up to the court to find out the truth. Mine is to say what it is that we need to see in a case of this nature. This case proves to us that injustice, even in European Union countries like Finland, where I am, because some of these people think people cannot come. We have nothing. We talk about human rights. And Finland knows we talk about human rights. President Stab cannot stop us from talking about human rights. President Stab needs Alex Stab of this country, needs people to talk. There is nobody who can prohibit us from talking about, wow, badly, the foreign policy of some European countries are subjecting Africans to a lot of injury. It is sad that on this occasion, Finland ignored to alert, to know the history, the political, the social, the economic, the security difficulties of a nation that had collapsed, a nation that had collapsed under terrorism, which has taken 3/4 of this country. Today, as we speak in Nigeria, there are more terrorists than there were some time back. But the reason why some people have been captured is because they say they brought it. But have we got all the kidnapped girls back? No. Let's go on how Nigeria has failed this case and why this case will fail. There is no way that a person who accused is Nigeria. The evidence used is from Nigeria. But what has puzzled me in the criminal justice systems of this country, Finland, I've been to all places in the city, in Helsinki, where I would not say my location because it is not worth stating the location, because I am here both as a Pan-African Forum associate with a battery of a few of experts of mine, and I'm here also as a Pan-African who defends Africa, and I'm here also who looks at in these international agencies. Does the European Union look at the entire world as equal? So let's take the example of Nigeria, for example. It wrote the Minister of Foreign State for Foreign Affairs, current Minister of Foreign Affairs, today flew in Finland several times. She is the wife of the former leader of Biafra, Ojukwu, the model, that Minister of Foreign Affairs. She flew in here with the Minister of Interior. You see, Nigeria has a habit of abducting people. You remember the story of Umar Diko. The late Buhari abducted Umar Diko and put him in a coffin. Umar Diko was a neighbor of some of us in Surrey in the United Kingdom, down back home. But this man was abducted. So several times with some of us, we are new in this, not new actually, we are staying and they say police cars going in and out. But some Nigerians had come there. So some of us reported, the people within the vicinity closer to the home reported that no, this man was taken and he's not anywhere. But Mohammed Buhari, the late, had put Umar Diko in a coffin with oxygen, with an Israeli seated in the coffin, and everybody taking Mr. Umar Diko home. Nigeria has abducted people. Nigeria has done rendition. It has renditioned people from African countries. It has destroyed non-refoulement policy, allowed refugees who are registered in Nigeria. I have a case in London with them over the 10 professors, and they have to pay. I have put a caveat on the embassies of Nigeria and Cameroon. That's why you see Paul Biya cannot fly into United Kingdom and have medicine in the hospital. It is my effort. And I want to find out how this woman came. They wanted to abduct this man and take him to Nigeria. And we had to make noise. I am one of those who made noise. I wrote application to the European Court, alerting the European Court of Justice that there is a problem. 2 Nigerian planes have been coming to abduct this guy. They want to take this government here in where we are, connived. They kept quiet. We shall talk. We don't need to worry. What is it if you stop me from coming to Finland? My passport is bigger than Finland, so I can stay where I am. Yes, it doesn't matter now anymore. We have to tell this to Ambiane Ukweli. We have to tell these guys that it is not very good for you to subject us to come for business deals in Africa, and you forget your human rights. Nigeria's human rights stinks. But no country today looks at Nigeria and condemns it. Everybody is keeping quiet. Everybody is looking quiet. There is no evidence. If Nigeria was really interested in giving evidence, why haven't they come? I've looked at the witnesses laid down. None of them is a government official from Nigeria. So, what is it? Why did you supply fake, hollow, doctored, sexed documents, relying on another company in Senegal, which is an American company, pretending to do African intelligence? Rubbish. These are some of the things that we as Africans, please stop doing this and shaming ourselves. You hire a man who doesn't know the difference between River Nile and the River Niger and the River Congo, and he comes to your country to do intelligence, supported to pin down another man of yours who is in Europe. It's useless. Very bogus situation. People take our money, which we should use to build our clinics, which we should use to build our dispensaries. Water irrigation is wasted on so-called experts. What experts? From who don't know where River Nile comes from. One English guy, sometime we are flying, and then he said the River Nile comes from Cairo. The River Nile is from Uganda. The source is from Uganda. And these are the people that you hire and pay billions and billions of dollars. Ladies and gentlemen, right now down here where I am, we are waiting for the start of the case tomorrow. It will take up to 21st. I have linked up. I've talked to the lawyers before I arrived here. I've not seen the other bunch of lawyers from America, but I'll try to talk to those who came from America. I want to thank all of you that mine is a technical situation, a technical position, technically to give the position that I've given elsewhere about Africa, what it is, what is inside Nigeria. Is Nigeria a performing government? The answer is no. The judges need to know, and I've pumped that information to the lead council. We have shown, we have put a plethora of evidence, information, documents. We have surrendered them to the court. It is up to the court to make a decision, it is up to the court to understand that if the Attorney General of Nigeria, Malami, at that time was also a member or implicated in terrorist activities by Nigerian government, arrested this Attorney General who abducted Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya and took him at night without the Kenya government knowing. It is sad, very sad. And this is the same Attorney General found to be culpable of conniving with terrorists to this member. So how can an Attorney General, Malani, be a terrorist at the same time also an Attorney General advising the government? Ladies and gentlemen, it is with that sadness that I want to tell you, we are here to see, and I will give you brick by brick, soil by soil, of what takes place, of things that the court will allow us to talk about, because we can't talk about anything to do with, we can criticize the method, but the material that the court sieve, we criticize the material, the method in which intelligence was shared. And if the intelligence was wrong, then acquit. If the gloves don't fit, then acquit. Intelligence was wrong. You can't say if the intelligence was wrong, therefore the man is convicted. That is all the position today. Thank you very much. I wish all of you, all the people of Africa, all the people of Biafra across the world. I am not part of, some of you are calling me and are saying, oh, why do you represent this man? Some people are really very stupid up here. This guy, whether he's what or what, we lawyers, anybody who has studied law, any lawyer who has studied law, I have studied international law. I know what international law means on these courts. You can even defend a person who arrested your village. So it is sad that some people, your own people, the biggest problem of Biafra is you Biafrans yourselves. You have divided yourselves, and in these divisions, you are going to find no unity. If you don't find unity and unite, it will be difficult for you to wrestle yourselves out of this country that was forcefully amalgamated in 1914. The North cannot work with the South. And I want to alert President Trump. What are you doing about the Christians that are being killed? Back at home, the people that you are imprisoning are not there. But people have moved down, slaughtering Christians in hundreds. What have you done? Lip service. Yet you have gone to Iraq, Iran, dismantled the systems. Soon refugees will start running out of Iran, coming to Europe to overwhelm the systems here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we fight for. We make sure that human rights are observed by countries, by the European Union. Whatever you'd want to do, you cannot do it without human rights. Human rights are our basis. Create peace, dialogue, harmony, consensus. Mine as a peace advocate awardee from Oxford University in conjunction with World Leaders Summit, School of Examination. I am appealing that Finland looks at how they collected this evidence. How did they collect it? That's what I'm questioning. I'm not going to go into matters of evidence, what is there. I'm questioning, how did you collect it? From who? Mr. Malani was working with terrorists. So is he here to tell us why he gave us such a charge sheet and then disappeared? That is all I want to ask today, and that's what we shall keep on asking and hammering. Otherwise, thank you very much.